But I mean, he can't do it by himself, and it's like he's just giving up. No one's out there boxing up, and everybody's talking about Kevin Love being elbowed in the head, but it was poor rebounding position. If you block out your man, any man, I mean, just get into the stance that you're blocking out and not jumping all stupid looking like that. You wouldn't have got hit. So it's just the fundamentals are slipping away, and I don't know, Dani. I really don't know.
Not only that, when you look at your star player in LeBron James, he has as many turnovers as he does field goals made in the second game.
Disgraceful.
You know, he shot 41%, and that was the best of all the starters at 41% on the field. You know, and it's just like, it really sucks to sit here and watch him turn the ball over like he did. I mean, you mean to tell me that it's almost like he has forgotten how to play the game. You know, and I think that another issue that the Cavs have is they need a rim protector. They need someone that can get up there and really, you know, put a halo around the rim.
Mm-hmm.
And really guard the basket and grab those rebounds. That's one thing I loved about Andy Varian. He was a beast.
Mm-hmm.
He ran and dove after everything. Deli is like that as well, but Deli's a guard. You know, you need a big man that can get in there, box out the other team's big men, and get those 50-50 balls.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but we're not doing it.
Nope.
We are by no means doing anything that resembles good basketball. Good basketball.
Not even a little bit.
By any stretch of the imagination. And you know, it's. I'll be honest with you, it's disheartening because this is not. You don't get to this point in the season to lose this badly. I understand that Kevin Love is injured, but you have other pieces to the puzzle that were not there last year. Kyrie Irving is back, and he's been absent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he should have double digits in assists every single game.
Mm-hmm.
Every game. And we're not seeing that. You know, there was an article written in one of the local media outlets today about this team and how this is the team that LeBron James assembled.
Yep.
The team that he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And they're getting absolutely run into the ground. I mean, they're getting run off the court. And I honestly don't believe that this is all Coach Lou's fault. You can't force players to play like they have some sense. You can't force them to play with passion. You can't force them to. Now, many people will say, well, a good coach will inspire you to do so. Well, the way they're playing, it doesn't look like anyone can inspire them.
Yeah, not even a little bit.
They're absolutely anemic.
Yeah, they look horrible. They look horrible. And Dani, do you think that they are, you know, falling into the trap of playing the Warriors game and playing that up and down, fast paced, shoot it type game and not playing their game? Although we don't even know what their game is, honestly. I mean,
yeah, you know, I think that's a huge part of the problem. But I also believe that, you know, when you get to this level, when you get to this game, you're in the finals. You should know what your rhythm is by then. And so no matter how fast the Warriors run you up the court, when you get the ball and you're on offense, you need to run your offense. They're not running their offense. It's literally like watching little kids in a YMCA league. You know how they do? They just run and gun.
Yep.
And then they miss it, and the other team gets the rebound, and they just run. They literally just run up and down the court.
Yep.
You know, every possession is a turnover. Why? Because they have no control, and they're only focused on scoring as opposed to setting up and running plays.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this ain't YMCA league. You know? So it's just not good basketball.
Not at all. Not at all. And, I mean, do you think that, people are placing the blame on Tyronn Lue and him not being able to get the players to play to this level, and, with him being a coach and David Blatt being fired earlier in the year, do you think they're going to try to make Lue the fall guy and not, put this on LeBron? I mean, listen. We all know LeBron is the greatest thing since sliced bread. We all understand that his talent level is outrageous. But the fact of the matter is, he just does not win the championships. He's been into too many championships and has only come away with 2 rings. And those 2 rings, he had, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh. I think one of them was Ray Allen on one of those teams. Like, he had too many players around him. And, I'm just trying to figure it out because, I mean, don't get me wrong, LeBron is great. He's great. You can't say he's not, even if you don't like him. You can hate him on all you want. And everyone knows me. I'm the biggest Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant hater in the world. I do not like neither one of them. And that's just that. But at the end of the day, I can't deny how great they are, how great they were. Like, both of them were great. But LeBron, he's just not getting it done. He's not getting it done. And I had this argument last night about the team that he put together. And, the argument pretty much surrounded around, do you really think that every person on that team was his call? Like, no, obviously not. But the main players were obviously his call. So, this is his team that he put together. Did he fire David Blatt? Was he a part of David Blatt being fired? Possibly. So, he put this team together. He put the coach in place. He made it to the finals pretty much easily. I mean, the Raptors series was a good series, but it wasn't the same level of competition. But now they're back in the finals, and Golden State is just making them look like they don't even belong in the NBA right now. This really looks like a superior NBA team versus a good college basketball team. That's what it looks like. And I don't know what can they do to get some kind of motivation and some kind of fire, some kind of passion into these players. They just look lost. They look like they don't care. I don't know. Do they expect to win? They're not playing, Dani, like they expect to win this finals at all.
No, they're not. And again, that's been the gripe. But I really believe that passion to play comes from within. You ain't got it. You ain't got it. I mean, that's kind of the bottom line. I mean, it's just, I'm at a loss for words. I'm so frustrated. I'm so frustrated because I just don't believe that any team that makes it to the finals, it's not an accident. And the Cavs didn't have a bad season.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did they, like every other team, lose to some teams they shouldn't have? Yes. Did they get blown out? Yes. Did they blow out other teams? Yes. Were some games way too close for comfort? Absolutely. However, you've got to be able to turn it up a notch. Something has to click, and it's almost like they got way too winning leading up to the finals.
Mm-hmm.
They seem so lax, like almost like it's exhibition season. They're playing like it's the freaking All-Star game, you know, where turnovers don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
And you want it to be high-paced, you know, fast-paced and high energy, and seeing who can, you know, throw the ball down the court the furthest. And so turnovers is like, oh, well, turnovers is an opportunity for the other team to do something amazing. Well, this is not the All-Star game.
Not even a little bit. It's everything right here.
You know what I'm saying?
This is everything.
And so, you know, how?
I was saying this is everything. This is no fun. This is it. This is it.
You know, and at this rate, I don't see the Cavs winning this championship. And at the rate they're playing, they would be the luckiest team on the earth to win one game.
Yeah. Yep.
They are playing very uninspired basketball right now, and that is something that no matter what adjustments are made, which, by the way, I think if there's any fault in the losing, I don't believe that Tyronn Lue is making enough in-game adjustments.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like the Cavs need to have Coach Popovich sitting on their bench right now, because he's an absolute guru.
Mm-hmm.
He makes some of the best in-game adjustments I have ever seen in my life. And speaking of the Spurs, I want to ask you a question, because, you know, I always talk about how the guys with throwing into the post up, dish it out, move the ball around, you know,
mm-hmm.
run the defender around like. And they kill people with it. But they also kill people because every player on the Spurs team knows their role.
Yep.
Can you say that about the Cavs?
I cannot. I really can't, because I don't think they know their roles. I really don't think that I couldn't pinpoint it, because I don't think they know. I honestly don't even think LeBron knows his role, quite honestly. And he's the leader of that team. He's the best player on the planet. I get that. But I don't think he really knows his role on that team. Honestly, I mean, Dellavedova, everybody knows he knows his role. He comes in and does what he's supposed to do. Tristan Thompson, he knows his role. Some games he's very effective, other games he's not. Besides those two players, I really don't see anyone else who really knows their role, Dani, at all. That's including LeBron.
Right.
That's including LeBron. LeBron averaged what? Like 36 and 14 and 10 last year or something in the finals. And they came up short. This year, nowhere close. Nowhere close. And you know, he's got almost as many turnovers as he does assists. If he doesn't. I mean,
right.
it's just bad. It's just bad basketball. But I can say this. The Warriors looked dead and going against OKC in the last series. They came back strong. OKC looked dead and going against the Spurs early in that series. They came back strong. So it's not over. It's definitely not over. But the only difference that I see in this series as opposed to those other ones in the Western Conference was that Golden State and OKC, they didn't look defeated. They kept fighting. They kept going out there and giving it everything, even though they were getting trashed. But Cleveland is just you know what? We're here. We had a fun ride, but they're just too good. They're just too good.
Right.
And what's so crazy, Dani, is the fact that Klay Thompson and Steph Curry are not the ones that's killing them. That's what's making it so bad. That the two best players on the best team in the NBA is not the reason that you're losing like this.